Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. These words, spoken by Winston Churchill, hold a profound truth about the human experience. We all crave success, yet we often fear its counterpart, failure. But what if I told you that failure, in itself, isn't the enemy? What if instead of avoiding it, we embraced it as a stepping stone, a powerful teacher on the path to achieving our goals? Today, we're diving into the top 10 lessons from failure that can lead to success. Lessons that can transform the way we approach challenges, setbacks, and even our own perceived shortcomings. Let's get started. Too often, we view failure as the end of the road, a harsh judgment on our abilities. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if we started seeing failure not as a full stop, but as a comma? It's like the universe is sending us a message saying, hey, this approach didn't quite work. Let's try something different. They use the feedback from each iteration to refine their approach until they achieve the desired result. It's about recognizing that every misstep, every stumble, is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and ultimately improve. How can we incorporate failure as feedback into our daily lives? Change our relationship with mistakes. Approach them with curiosity. Ask, what can I learn from this? What might I do differently next time? Take applying for a job. You receive a rejection email. It stings. Analyze the situation. Was there feedback to help you improve? Refine your resume or cover letter. View rejection as feedback for growth. Every failure carries seeds of future success. Recognize and nurture those seeds. We've all seen it, that indomitable spirit that refuses to be kept down. It's the entrepreneur who picks themselves up after their business fails, dusts off the disappointment, and dives headfirst into their next venture. It's the athlete who suffers a career-threatening injury, endures grueling rehabilitation, and returns to compete at the highest level. This, my friends, is resilience in action. It's the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to navigate the inevitable challenges that life throws our way, and emerge stronger on the other side. And it's a quality that is forged in the fires of failure. Think of resilience as a muscle. Every time we face a challenge, every time we encounter adversity and find a way to overcome it, we strengthen that muscle. We develop a deep-seated belief in our ability to handle whatever life throws our way. The good news is, resilience is not a fixed trait. It's not something we're born with or without. It's a skill, a mindset that we can cultivate through conscious effort and practice. So how do we build this unyielding resilience? Firstly, we need to embrace the reality that setbacks are an inevitable part of life. They're not anomalies, they're part of the journey. Once we accept this, we can start to reframe our perspective on challenges. Secondly, practice self-compassion. When you encounter a setback, be kind to yourself. Avoid the trap of self-criticism and negative self-talk. Instead, treat yourself with the same empathy and understanding you would offer a close friend going through a difficult time. Finally, focus on what you can control. Dwelling on things outside of your control only amplifies feelings of helplessness. Instead, shift your energy to actionable steps. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What's one small step I can take right now to move forward? We all hit walls. Frustration can feel like a dead end. But what if it's a beginning? It opens our minds to new possibilities, fuels creativity and innovation. Embrace the frustration. It might lead to something amazing. History is full of examples where frustration became the mother of invention. Think about the Wright brothers. Countless failed attempts, countless moments of doubt, but they didn't give up. They let their frustration fuel their determination, and they ultimately revolutionized travel. Or consider the story of James Dyson. He went through over 5,000 prototypes of his now famous vacuum cleaner before he finally got it right. 5,000 opportunities to give up, 5,000 moments of potential despair, but he saw each setback as a stepping stone. So how do we apply this in our own lives? How do we turn frustration into fuel for innovation? Start by reframing your perspective. Instead of seeing a dead end, see a challenge. Instead of feeling defeated, get curious. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What can I do differently? Don't be afraid to experiment, to think outside the box. The answer, the breakthrough, might be closer than you think. Success, especially when it comes easily or repeatedly, can be a seductive trap. It can lead to a dangerous arrogance, a belief that we have all the answers, that we're somehow immune to failure. But the truth is, none of us are infallible. We all make mistakes. We all have things to learn. And when we start to believe our own hype, when we lose sight of our own fallibility, that's when we set ourselves up for a major fall. Failure has a way of bringing us back down to earth. It reminds us that we don't have it all figured out, that there are limits to our knowledge and abilities. This humbling experience, while often painful, is essential for growth. Because when we let go of the need to be right all the time, when we embrace the fact that we still have much to learn, that's when we open ourselves up to new perspectives, new ideas, and ultimately, greater success. Think about the most innovative people you know, the ones who are constantly pushing boundaries and challenging the status quo. They share a common trait, a beginner's mind. They approach every situation with a sense of curiosity, eager to learn and grow. They understand that failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. They don't let their egos get in the way of progress. They're not afraid to ask for help, to admit when they don't know something. So, how do we cultivate this humility, this beginner's mind? It starts with being open to feedback, even when it's difficult to hear. It means being willing to admit when we're wrong, to learn from our mistakes, and to try again. And most importantly, it means recognizing that our growth, both personally and professionally, depends on our ability to remain humble, to stay curious, and to never stop learning. We love a good success story, the meteoric rise, the overnight sensation. But these narratives are often more myth than reality. They ignore the detours, setbacks, and moments of doubt. The path to success is rarely a straight line. It's more like a winding road, full of twists and turns. Embrace the uncertainty, learn from the challenges. Think about it. Some of the most successful people in history encountered significant setbacks on their paths to achievement. J.K. Rowling's first Harry Potter book was rejected by numerous publishers before it finally found a home. Colonel Sanders' recipe for fried chicken was rejected over 1,000 times before it became a global phenomenon. These individuals could have easily given up, but they didn't. They understood that setbacks are not failures, but opportunities for growth and learning. So how do we adopt this mindset? It starts with reframing our definition of failure. Instead of viewing it as a negative outcome, we can choose to see it as valuable feedback, a chance to course correct and improve. It's about embracing the detours, the unexpected turns, as integral parts of the journey. Because it's often in these moments of uncertainty, when we're forced to think differently and to push beyond our comfort zones, that we discover our greatest strengths and ultimately achieve our most meaningful successes. We often avoid risks because of fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of judgment. But what if I told you that each time you face a failure and come out the other side, you chip away at that fear? It's true. Think about it. The more you experience failure and realize it's not the end of the world, the less power it holds over you. Each failure becomes a stepping stone, building your confidence to take on bigger challenges. Remember, risk-taking isn't about being reckless. It's about calculated decisions where the potential rewards outweigh the potential downsides. And the beauty is, with each failure, your ability to calculate those risks becomes sharper, your instincts more refined. So how do you incorporate this into your life? Embrace failure as a teacher. Analyze what went wrong, extract the lessons, and use those lessons to inform your future decisions. You'll be surprised how much bolder you become. Let's look at James Dyson, the inventor of the bagless vacuum cleaner. Do you know how many prototypes he went through before perfecting his invention? A staggering 5,126. Each prototype was a failure in itself, but Dyson saw them as stepping stones. Each failed attempt provided valuable feedback, pushing him closer to his goal. He didn't see those failures as setbacks, but as necessary experiments on his path to success. He understood that the path to innovation is paved with failed attempts. And that's the key takeaway here. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a vital part of it. Every successful entrepreneur, artist, or innovator will tell you that their journey was marked by setbacks and failures. So embrace those failures. Don't let them paralyze you. Instead, use them as fuel to propel you forward, to make you bolder, and to turn you into a calculated risk taker. We all want to be strong, resilient, and capable individuals. But true strength of character isn't forged in times of comfort and ease. It's forged in the fires of adversity. It's when we face challenges and overcome setbacks that our true mettle is tested. Think about it. How do muscles grow? By being pushed beyond their comfort zone, by being subjected to stress and resistance. The same principle applies to our character. Every time we face a failure, we're given an opportunity to build resilience, to develop grit, and to refine our inner compass. It's easy to be positive and optimistic when everything is going our way. But it's in the face of adversity, in those moments when we're tempted to give up, that our true character shines through. Do we crumble under pressure, or do we rise to the occasion? Failure provides us with the opportunity to answer that question. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the beloved Harry Potter series. Before her success, Rowling faced personal and professional setbacks, including the death of her mother and financial struggles. Her manuscript for Harry Potter was rejected by numerous publishers. But Rowling didn't let these failures define her. She persevered, fueled by her passion and belief in her story. And when Harry Potter was finally published, it captivated millions worldwide. Rowling's story is a testament to the power of perseverance. Her experience highlights the transformative power of failure. Imagine for a moment a world where everything came easily, where every endeavor resulted in immediate success without any obstacles or setbacks. While it might sound appealing at first, wouldn't such a world lack a certain depth, a certain richness? The truth is, it's the challenges we overcome, the setbacks we navigate, that make our successes truly meaningful. It's the contrast between failure and triumph that amplifies the feeling of accomplishment, that makes us savor our victories. Think about it. When you achieve a goal that you've worked tirelessly towards, a goal that pushed you to your limits and tested your resolve, doesn't it feel infinitely more rewarding than achieving something that required little to no effort? That's because struggle and sacrifice enhance our appreciation for success. They remind us that the path to achievement is rarely linear, that it's often paved with obstacles and detours, and it's those very obstacles that make the journey worthwhile. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey, who rose from humble beginnings to become a media mogul and global icon. Winfrey's journey was anything but easy. She faced poverty, abuse, and discrimination. Fired from her first TV job, she was told she wasn't fit for the industry. But she refused to let setbacks define her. She persevered with talent, determination, and belief in herself. Her story reminds us that failures shape us and enhance our appreciation for success. We often perceive failure as a deeply personal experience. We build walls, fearing judgment. But failure is a universal language. It's a shared experience that connects us. Think about a time you witnessed someone sharing a setback. Did their vulnerability make you judge them, or did it make you feel a sense of kinship? When we share our failures, we give others permission to do the same. We create a space for authenticity and vulnerability. This fosters empathy and understanding. This idea of shared experience extends beyond individual connections. It forms the foundation of communities built on resilience and support. Think about support groups, online forums, or even casual conversations. These spaces become invaluable resources for growth and encouragement. They provide a platform for sharing advice and celebrating small victories. It's like having a team cheering you on and offering a helping hand. This sense of community is crucial in professional settings. Openly discussing setbacks fosters a culture of continuous improvement. It transforms failure into an opportunity for collective growth. We don't have to navigate challenges alone. By sharing our experiences, we contribute to a supportive community. Open up, connect with others, and discover the power of shared experience. Here's a hard truth. No matter how hard we try, we will all encounter failure. It's as unavoidable as the changing seasons. We can't outrun it or wish it away. But while failure is inevitable, stagnation is a choice. It's not the falling down that defines us, but how we respond. We can let failure paralyze us or see it as a chance to learn and grow. The difference lies in our mindset. So how do we make that shift? Move from fear and stagnation to growth and resilience. View failure not as an endpoint, but as a data point. Acknowledge emotions, but don't stay stuck. Ask, what can I learn from this? Reflection and analysis lead to growth. Every failure carries the seed of future success. As we wrap up this exploration of failure's unexpected gifts, let's remember the key takeaways. Failure is not the opposite of success, but rather a stepping stone on the path towards it. It's through our setbacks that we gain invaluable insights, build resilience, and discover our true potential. We've learned that failure is a powerful teacher, offering feedback and pushing us to innovate. It humbles us, reminding us to stay curious and open to learning. It strengthens our character, revealing our grit and determination. And perhaps most importantly, it connects us to others, fostering empathy and building communities of support. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Share your own experiences with failure in the comments below. What lessons have you learned? How have your setbacks shaped you into the person you are today? Remember, every failure, no matter how big or small, is an opportunity for growth. Embrace the lessons, keep pushing forward, and never underestimate your ability to achieve incredible things.